Howdy. So I mentioned in the comments a couple weeks ago that when I posted the video of us chopping the first pile of wood here, that I don't think I'd ever reviewed or talked about the by Fiskars, the x27, which Fiskars came out with probably 4 years ago, and they came with it because their older style splitting axes were short-handled, and a lot of people didn't like that so much. I actually didn't mind it. I think these are kind of nice. They're light. They don't require a lot of effort. But a lot of people didn't like it because if you missed and had a deflecting hit, you were more likely to whack your shins with that than with a longer one like this, where more likely you'll bury it in the ground. You can see the difference between the two. You know, if you miss and deflect full length here, right into your shin. So, yeah, the trick was of course to come down and make sure you're hitting it, so you're driving through the piece and not swinging down like that. You can be sloppier with that. Yeah, I can hit like that, and I know it's not going to hit me. It's going to end up hitting the tire. But like I said, we have two of these, and we also have, you know, way over here, the Fiskars sharpener, and we use that. And one of the drawbacks is the sharpener is this profile is too big for the sharpener, so you got to actually open it up and do it by hand, and just kind of eyeball it. What are the other axes they make? I don't know if they make a newer one. I just didn't buy it, but it is what it is. You can also use other sharpeners. You don't have to use theirs, but it maintains the angle that they designed it for, and it doesn't do a half bad job. This thing is we've had these for two years now, I think, and I've sharpened it many times. Or she. These work best when they're really sharp. More so than a regular splitting maul, which uses weight and to its advantage. This isn't as heavy as a splitting maul, so it needs to be sharp. And as far as the actual specs on it, I haven't got a clue. You can look it up online just as easy as I can, so I might as well let you do it. But so far this year, we split. That pile goes back a ways, and we split about 4 cord at my place already. And I got to go back and buck some more of the stuff I cut down earlier. Well, we got a lot of stuff that's fallen over in the woods. There's one right over here next to us, maple, that I got to take, but it's off the ground, so I'm not in a rush. But yeah, this will be a bumper year for firewood for us. Let me show you the profile nice and close. Okay, so here's the profile they had up close. Like I said, compared to a traditional splitting maul, there's less weight behind the blade. Here's a profile shot here. you can get an idea. Yeah, it's a traditional wedge-shaped splitting maul. It's made out of fairly good steel and doesn't. It holds an edge pretty well. It will roll over if you hit a rock or something like that if you miss. Other than that, it's a fairly decent blade. And for using this all day, I have two little new nicks I'm working on, so I'm gonna have to work those out again. One over here and one over here. So both tips of the blades. But it seems to be a good quality steel, especially compared to other relatively inexpensive axe. Some people do not like the handles on the Fiskars, the fiberglass handle. I don't have a problem with it. It doesn't bother my hands at all. I don't have to worry about missing a misstrike causing any damage to the wood, which I always worried about. I mean, you can tell from that sticker being smashed up like that. I miss all the time. In fact, I intentionally miss a lot of times when I want the safety of the other piece of wood from me burying it in my leg. So I'll miss, or I'll hit the blade here, but have another piece of wood that's hitting over here, so I don't have to worry about getting struck. But like I said, I don't know what the specs are as far as weight compared to their older design ones. It's heavier, but it's not. It's no 15-pound or 12-pound splitting maul. So let me split some more wood. I'll get you up close this time. After many videos where I've used an axe and people told me to use a tire, a lot of times I don't do the tire because in the video I'm trying to show something, but it doesn't really matter. So this time I figured I'd get the tire out and be one less thing for people to complain about. Now, the last couple of videos, people have been asking why I'm splitting things up so small and how small of a wood stove do I have. And the reason they're split up so small is it's not for a wood stove, it's for a maple syrup arch, and I want it to be a very hot fire. So I split the wood into small little pieces, about 2x4 or smaller size. And that right will allow me to have a much hotter fire when I'm burning or when I'm making maple syrup. For our wood stoves, we split bigger. And I have a bunch of that wood already split, and some that needs to be split that's years and years old that I need to split. Okay. But I make these really small for the... But like I said, I've had this now for like 2 years, the X27. It's a good axe for 50 bucks, which I think is what it cost. We picked up 2 of them, and you can't go wrong. I haven't broken anything on it. Never broken a handle on one of these things. I've seen videos of people drive over them with trucks. I think I saw one when they drove over with a tank. Yeah, it's fairly indestructible. When they do break, they're junk then. But luckily, Fiskars has a lifetime guarantee. So we have 2 of them, plus our old Fiskars. If one breaks, we'll take use of that guarantee. I have lots of other axes that I have hanging on the walls that are very sharp, old antiques that I could use. I don't have to worry about this. It's a tool, and if I do take a big nick out of it, I can reprofile the blade and keep going, and it's not the end of the world. So where my old antiques, I'll take them out occasionally, but I'm pretty careful with them because they're 100-year-old. and that's not that old for an axe, but you know, you want them to last forever. So I'm not going to change the shot or anything, but yeah. So this is my x27 Fiskars. Looking for a general purpose splitting axe. These are awesome. They're worth the money. Fairly indestructible. Probably last me my lifetime. Yeah, I'm not sure what I've had my longest Fiskars for 10 years. It's showing no signs of the fiberglass handle from breaking down. I expect the same type of thing out of this one. And if it doesn't, Fiskars has a lifetime warranty, and I will make use of it. So, yeah, that's it for right now. We've got other cabin-related stuff. Gardening is in down here. Planted potatoes today, finally. Put apple trees in 2 weeks ago, and I meant to put something around them and to keep the deer out of them, and the deer picked a little bit of them. So I put some fencing around them. I had a structural problem on my barn, and I had to fix that. It was must have been from the winter, and we hadn't noticed it yet. We haven't been in the barn all that much, but one of the support beams cracked. So we pulled that out, jacked everything up into place, and we're good to go now. But that was our whole morning. We were planning on going out and bucking trees today, until we went in there to get, I don't remember what we went to get, doesn't matter. We went to get something, and we looked up and we saw that something wasn't right. It was down about 6 inches. What was interesting though was the way I built my barn. The second floor was fine. It was only one of the support beams that broke, and the ceiling was down, but the steel roofing held up everything in place. And I should have recorded it, but I was kind of worried. So, yeah. It's been a busy day. But I promised somebody I'd talk about this. I'm going to do another couple other videos on other topics, but not right now. And yeah, busy. Looking for some quiet time. So, until next time, it's the Fiskars X27. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.